So fun. And the historic milestone that humanity just reached. When do you ever get to see that? Four NASA astronauts, Christina Koch, Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Jeremy Hansen in the Artemis 2 mission, breaking the Apollo 13 record for traveling the farthest distance from Earth. They went more than 248,000 miles.
And later today, they're going to see parts of the far side of the moon never before seen by the naked eye. In the meantime, Artemis pilot Victor Glover has been describing to Mission Control what the crew is observing on the moon's surface.
But you are seeing color variation, albedo variation inside of Grimaldi as well. And even on the west side, there's still a very dark part of it. But it is still the darkest. It is just not as uniform as it looked when we were farther away. We're starting to differentiate the striations of albedo inside of Grimaldi.
Let's get right to CNN's Randy Kay at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. Randy, the crew is overcome with emotion at crossing that milestone.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they were overcome with some more emotion, Boris, when they started to talk about this crater that they wanted to name after the late wife of Commander Reed Wiseman on board. Mission Specialist Jeremy Hansen was talking to Mission Control and suggested that they name a crater after her. Listen to this moment.
We lost a loved one. Her name was Carol. The spouse of Reed, the mother of Katie and Ellie. And if you want to find this one, you look at Glushko, and it's just to the northwest of that, at the same latitude as home, and it's a bright spot on the moon. And we would like to call it Carol, and you spell that Carroll.
Carol Wiseman had passed away in 2020 from cancer, and this crew, of course, has bonded over the last few years of training together, and that was a really, really tender moment between all of them. But the lunar flyby well underway now, and in just a few hours, 6:44 p.m. Eastern Time, they are expected to lose contact for about 40 minutes with Mission Control here at the Johnson Space Center. When the Earth sets behind the moon, they'll regain contact when the Earth rises again. And then at 7:02 p.m., that will be their closest approach to the moon, about 4,070 miles expected. And then at 7:07 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, they will reach their maximum distance from Earth, more than 252,000 miles away. They have 35 lunar targets on their agenda, so they have a lot of work to do up there. They're going to be looking at colors, as you heard the pilot Victor Glover already talking about, and textures on the lunar surface. They're also going to be looking at any new craters they can find, places they can land on the moon when Artemis 4 goes up in a couple of years. And they're also going to be hoping that they can see some shots of the South Pole on the moon. And along the way, they'll be taking about 1,000 pictures. So we hope to see those as soon as they can get them to us.
Got to scope out the real estate for the future, figure out where they're going to put that base, and what a tender moment, as you put it. Such a special moment between those astronauts in the memory of Carol, Reed Wiseman's late wife. Randy Kay, thank you so much from Johnson Space Center in Houston. Still to come, a major